Hey, it's Eran here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna discuss Kajabi and giving you a Kajabi overview in brief, and specifically in comparison to another funnel builder called Systeme. And the crux of this video is basically why I decided to move away from Kajabi, and I have made over $100,000 with Kajabi as a Kajabi hero, right? And I still use Kajabi, but why I decided to move the bulk of my business away from Kajabi over to Systeme. And in this video, I'm gonna break down different reasons why that is, and also show you behind in terms of comparison of features, and show you a little bit of things that I ran into with Kajabi and how Systeme have done an incredible job to solve it. Now, I will also give the other side of the coin, things that maybe I feel could be improved with Systeme and things along these lines, and also what I like about Kajabi. So you'll get a pretty balanced and objective overview on Kajabi versus Systeme, and hopefully answer the question of why did I decide to move and close my Kajabi account, not close my Kajabi account, but move away from Kajabi and move away to Systeme. Now, I'm still a happy Kajabi customer. I still build websites on Kajabi. That's all good. But in my case, I felt that Systeme is just going to be the better platform for me moving forward in growing and scaling my business. With that said, let's dive right in. The first reason why I decided to move away from Kajabi, specifically the courses, and move over to Systeme, is strictly pricing. Now, let me explain to you what I mean. When I look at Kajabi, and if you look at the pricing, there is this plan at the moment. This is a temporary plan. I don't know if this is going to last or if they're keeping it or not. So you may not even see this. I think it's just a temporary promotion. But this is the pricing that I was in. I was paying $199 a month. I was paying for the year up front. And it gave me 15 products. 15 products, i.e. a membership site, a course, a podcast, a coaching service. Every one of these counts as a product. And I basically filled up pretty close to that pretty quickly. And here's the thing, that when I was really figuring out my membership model and all that stuff, this is how my business is transitioning to. Instead of creating one giant course, I'm basically creating a lot of tiny little courses that somebody can complete and implement in a day. I call it the in-a-day courses or mini courses. So I learned from being a consumer that buying big courses and so on, you get a lot of content. It doesn't mean more value. The shorter is actually the better. And I rather to do small courses, small price tag, and I just found it to be so much more valuable. And by following that principle, I started coming up with all these little courses. So for example, lead magnet in a day, email sequence in a day, order bump in a day, course sales page in a day, waitlist landing page in a day, testimonials in a day, course sales page in a day, upsells in a day, flip booklet in a day, hiring a VA in a day, appointment calendar setup in a day. Now, if I was to have to pay for every single one of these individually, if you just do strictly numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, this is already like 18 courses right there. Now, if I was to be on the Kajabi pricing plan to get 100 products, to get over 15, I'll be paying $399 a month, which just makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, it's just way too much, okay? And I already have these courses that are already done. Website creation challenge, video editing course, beginner's guide to email marketing, YouTube SEO, Facebook organic, and client acquisition. I already have 6 courses. Plus I had a membership. Plus I had a coaching services. Plus, I had a podcast and all that stuff. And it didn't make sense to me because I knew long term I'm going to exceed 15 products really quickly. And I just don't see the value of paying that much money for a platform. It just didn't make sense to me. Now, there is some value in paying for this much because you're getting really good email contacts. Like, you get 100,000 email contacts. That's excellent. You're getting 20,000 active subscribers. That's excellent. Like, that stuff is all good, right? And if you were to compare to other things like Active Campaign or whatever, this is a really good value, actually, if you really reach those numbers. But here's where Systeme really sold me in terms of just strictly pricing. Number one, I don't have to worry about limits. So I can have as many, and they call it membership sites, right? Courses, membership sites, courses, same thing, right? So there was unlimited on that, which I really like. And this is on the highest plan, that's the one that I'm on. And also in terms of email campaigns and email subscribers, it gave me unlimited as well. And what that means is that I was using Flodesk. Okay, Flodesk.com is the email marketing I was using, and really, I had no complaints really about the Kajabi email marketing. It's okay. It wasn't anything special, but it worked. But with Flodesk, if you look at their pricing, they are $38 a month. Now I got in early, so I'm paying $19 a month, but you know, $19 a month, and that's okay. I haven't finished unsubscribing from Flodesk as such. But $19 a month for unlimited subscribers. That was really the main reason why I was subscribed to Flodesk, because I wanted no limits at all on my email marketing, because I want to grow huge, right? So I was thinking forward. And with Systeme, I got the best of both worlds. Number one, I got unlimited courses and I got unlimited emails. So strictly from a pricing perspective and kind of a pivot in my business, instead of creating one giant course or just a few big courses, I wanted to go tiny little courses. And with the Kajabi pricing, it just long-term didn't make sense to me. So that's reason number one why I decided to move away. I wanted to make a quick note about the pricing aspect of Systeme. So even though I'm on the 800 plus a year plan, the basic plan, which is $27 a month, is actually for, I would say, well over 50% of my clients, that plan is enough for them. Now, I actually have a special link where you can sign up for Systeme for an entire year for $197 a year. Now, if you look at their website right now, you actually won't see that plan. I have that link for you as an affiliate. And if you want to use my link, it is going to be only $197 a year. And that will give you the basic plan, which will give you 5 courses / products, which is, for the majority of my clients, it's generally more than enough. So this is another reason why I felt like there is a really good happy medium here, because I don't recommend Kajabi to my total beginner clients, because they have to start up at $149 a month, which is quite a bit when you're getting started. I mean, heck, I couldn't afford $30 a month when I got started, okay? It was just not within reach. But $197 a year, that is so crazy reasonable for literally most of my clients. And that's why I also felt from a serving of my own clients, there is a huge benefit to being more focused on building stuff on Systeme. And there is certain features that make the transition to setting things up on Systeme even better, okay? And I'll discuss those at the very end of this video, so stick around for those. Let me take you through how much money I'm saving by cutting costs and moving to Systeme. So basically, Kajabi cost me $1,908 USD a year previously. Now it is $1,428 because I'm still using Kajabi specifically for my membership checkout page and my one-on-one sales. So that's okay. That works, but it's saving me $480 because I actually downgraded my plan. Flodesk, which I'm no longer going to use, it's saving me $228 a year. So that's how much it saves me. Plus with Podia, I originally launched my membership on Podia, and the Podia plan, the way it works, you got the courses and you got the membership, and the membership plan is a lot higher. So now that I've got about 10 subscribers from Podia for my original membership, and I've moved all of those to Kajabi. So by doing that, I downgraded my Podia plan, and that saved me $388 a year. If you calculate the combination of the savings alone, it's $1,046 that I saved just in the last couple of months from migrating, downgrading Kajabi, downgrading Podia, and canceling Flodesk. It's saving me over $1,000 a year. Over $1,000 a year is more savings than what it's costing me to sign up for Systeme for an entire year. And there is no higher plan than this. This is it. Unlimited contacts, unlimited courses, unlimited funnels, everything included, and also multiple domains as well. So this is a really good type of setup that I'm very excited about, and so on. So there you go. That's kind of a recap on the pricing, and then that's why I decided to move. Purely financial for several reasons, but now we're gonna dive into some features that really makes Systeme a great choice for me, and I'll give you a balanced view as well on a bit of a comparison so you can see the difference Kajabi versus Systeme. So I'm gonna tell you some things about what I feel Kajabi does a better job and things that I'm not happy with Systeme as well. And the reason I'm giving you this information now at this point of the video is because I'm gonna show you the actual tools in a moment and show you some really good aspects of Systeme and some things that pissed me off about Kajabi. But I really want to make sure that it's understood. This is about, I'm trying to give as much balance here as well. It's not like Systeme is amazing, Kajabi is crap, or Kajabi is awesome and Systeme is whatever. There is different things that improve and things that are better. And once you get as hands-on as I do, because I don't just build my own websites, I build other people's websites. I build over 20 websites on Kajabi. I built probably over 20 websites now on Systeme. I've built over 100 websites on Zenler as an example. So I know these things like freaking intimately, okay? So if you have any questions for me, because this video is so not evergreen. There's always going to be changes. Just today, Systeme came up with a new feature, which is just a freaking great feature, specifically for paid advertising. It does not exist on Zenler, does not exist on Kajabi. It's a great feature, and so there's always evolutions. So let me tell you some things about Kajabi versus Systeme, some pros, cons. So Kajabi video hosting is better than Systeme. Specifically, their hosting is with Wistia, whereas Zenler Systeme, I think, just hosts directly with Amazon SES. I forget the name. Anyway, they're hosting with Amazon. So the reason I'm saying it's better is because Kajabi, because of Wistia, they actually have like analytics for the video, so you can actually see the drop off. So if you can actually see the numbers or the stats of how many people watch your video, how many dropped off, which part of the video they dropped off, and all that. That does not exist in Systeme at all. It's just a video hosting, and you can watch it or not watch it or whatever. The Kajabi business analytics feature is more robust. Now, Systeme is not bad, but the Kajabi analytics is very good. You can really see, number one, your monthly recurring revenue. You could see, depending on the offer, you could see it for specific time frames. You could see it by the day. You could break it by the month. It's very detailed. You can see the forecast. As a business owner, I really love Kajabi's analytics for the stats, and I really love that as a business owner. Okay, Kajabi support documents are definitely more complete and they're better up to date. Systeme has a really unique way of doing support documents, and I really like how they do it because it's strictly screenshots. There is 0 videos. Now, I kind of like it because it gives me the opportunity to create a lot of videos on Systeme. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see a playlist strictly for Systeme IO tutorials because I'm going to continue to create more of those. So, but I personally, on a personal level, I actually prefer seeing it the way that Systeme has it. Like, I rarely watch the Kajabi's videos because I just find screenshots are just easier, faster for me to consume. But in terms of most of my clients, they prefer videos. So I know Kajabi support documents are better for most people. There is a tagging system, both in Kajabi, both in Systeme. They're both great, but Kajabi's is a little bit better user experience because I can add a tag when I want to choose a tag, I can add a new tag. Whereas in Systeme, I have to always go to the section of tags in the platform to add a tag, which is a little bit annoying. Systeme does not have an option to add 100% coupon code. So if I want to give somebody a coupon code and give them a course for free, I cannot actually do that. So that's a bit annoying. Okay. Systeme video hosting. The other thing that they have an issue, and this is something that I've brought up, and I've been told that in 2 months they will have it resolved. So I'm expecting it at the time of recording. In 2 months it should be handled. Leave a comment below if you have a question, and I'll be sure to update you when this feature is resolved. There is no ability to create thumbnails or add thumbnails for the videos, which is just a huge lacking. Because if my face is funny when I upload the video, like if my face is a bit like, well, I don't make a funny face, but if my face is a bit like funny, my eyes are closed or whatever, it's just going to look like crap. So this is a big issue that needs to be resolved. Also, the video library, it's not actually searchable with content. And, Zenler is actually a really good example for the video library. Zenler has the best video library of everybody from what I've seen. And yeah, that's definitely my favorite video library. So both have an issue. I'd say Systeme is slightly better than Kajabi. Kajabi is just a disaster. But yeah, Zenler is definitely the best one. Systeme email marketing has a really big issue which needs to be resolved. And I reported it as a feature. I don't know when it will be fixed, but I'm sure it will be. Is on the email sending, there's no preview subject line. So there's a subject line, but there's no secondary preview line. So that's something that's really important, especially for open rates. Let's put it that way, I'm willing to suck it up at the moment on that missing feature. So anyway, it's important for me for them to handle it. But anyway, that's something that's definitely missing as well. With Kajabi courses, I can upload dozens of video at the same time with one click, which is really important because if I'm creating a course, I want to have a whole bunch of videos recorded and then I want to upload and dumpable in one go in some cases. Whereas with Systeme, it has to be done one by one, which is a bit annoying. Kajabi has an app, Systeme does not. Kajabi has a community feature, although it's pretty basic. Systeme does not. So these are some additional pros and cons that in terms of like, okay, these are really good stuff that Kajabi has or comparison and Systeme does not. So give you a bit of a view here. I'm an affiliate for both, by the way. You can sign up for a free trial with both of them. The link will be in the description, but I want to give you that balanced view. Now I'm going to go and dive into features that Kajabi is just like, oh my God, why is this a problem? And how Systeme have done an incredible freaking job. So let me share those things with you. You're going to love that, especially for you as a beginner. And especially at the end of this video, I'll explain to you how I help my clients get their website done in literally no time and how I could do the same thing for you. So stay tuned. You're going to love that particular feature of Systeme. I think it's a world-class feature and you're going to love it. So we're going to dive in right now. One of the issues I have with Kajabi that Systeme.io has solved for me is having to recreate things unnecessarily. And I wanted to show you an example. This is something that is a real problem because when I have a checkout page on Kajabi like this one, this is my tech support membership checkout page. And this, I invested time to create this and you can see that I created testimonials here. For example, I got the text put together, the name, the picture, name, text, and all that stuff, right? Now, the issue that I have is that this is only available on this particular offer. Now, if I want to get this added to another checkout page, I need to basically find all these details again and upload them again. Let me show you an example. So here's an offer that I'm putting together in Kajabi for one-on-one sessions with me. Now, if I want to add testimonials, I have to now find the author, the name. So let's just say I want to do this, a text like this. And then I need to now grab the picture, which is this one. So I guess I'll have to just save image like that. Call this like that. Go back here, select avatar. Now you'll notice that there is no media library for me to actually grab it from. So if I click on choose file, I have to grab it from here. Now, ideally, this should actually be available to me already in a media library, but it's not. Now, this whole thing that I've just done, this is 2 minutes of my time, okay? Now, this might not appear like a lot, like I'm relatively fast and all that. That's all good. But the thing is that when you're creating multiple offers on a regular basis and you have to continuously redo something that you've already done, this is a huge waste of time. So now here it is, and that's all good, but I've just wasted 2 minutes creating something that I've already done before. Now let me show you alternatively what is available on Systeme. So you can see an example where this is a Systeme website that I've created, and you can see a bunch of testimonials that I've created. What do other people have to say? Like that, right? Now, here's the beauty. With Systeme, I can go to this section and I can click right here on save as a block. And I can actually save this as testimonials or whatever I want to call it and call template or whatever, right? Now, I've already actually done that, and you can always find them under blocks. Now, under blocks, I can now go and click my blocks and I can scroll down and I can actually find here is the testimonials. So now let's just say this page is not the page that I want, but let's just say I want to create a checkout page and I'm going to click on order form. That's the one I want to create. And I want to put those testimonials in the order form. So I'm now going to scroll down and I'm going to pick a template. And I want to use these testimonials that I've already spent all this time creating. Now, instead of me having to recreate all these testimonials, what I can simply do is I can go to blocks, and this is a totally new page, right? I can click on my blocks. And then I can scroll down, find the testimonials, and I can drag them in right here. And here they are. I don't have to recreate them. It's already done, and so on. So this is a huge reason why I felt like Kajabi is lacking features for me that are really hurting my production workflow and getting things built in a more efficient, systematic fashion. Another issue with Kajabi versus Systeme is the upsell, downsell aspect. So I'm going to show you what I mean by exactly. So Kajabi is quite behind the times when it comes to upsells and downsells. Now, lucky for me, I actually have the beta feature. They've recently released the beta feature probably about February 2022. And I've got that feature. So I can actually show you what they've created. So they finally added where I can add multiple upsells and downsells. Now with Systeme, I can already have multiple upsells and downsells perfectly set up. You can see here, it's all set up perfectly and it's easy to set up and all that, right? Now with Kajabi, there is a real issue and I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. So this is the upsell that I set up and I'm going to click on preview and I'm going to show you what it looks like, the actual upsell. So you can see here that there is the text, the video, the headline, all that stuff. And then there is this thing right here. Now you will notice that this is kind of into one paragraph and I want it to be spaced out. And I'll show you that even when you actually look here, you'll actually see that the text is actually spaced out. But the way it's actually showing, it's the wrong way. So now I've had this issue with this particular offer. And when you see this particular upsell, that issue doesn't exist. So I wrote to Kajabi support and I said, hey, what's the deal? And then I got a reply, and this is a good reply, right? This is a helpful reply. They basically said that it appears that the issue is around the exclusion of text tools for upsells succeeding the first. In other words, the first upsell supports text and paragraph formatting by default. So this is just like they're basically saying that this upsell, you can format the text how you want it. These upsells, sorry, you can't. It will just be squished paragraph, which is ridiculous. Now, the support was actually helpful. They gave me a solution, and this is what they told me. You can pause the video and read it if you want to do that, but I'll show you what I had to do. So basically what I need to do is I need to click on this video. I need to copy this text. I can go to another page in Kajabi. I need to go to a text form. I need to paste it in. Now I need to click here on the source code, which will give me the code. I now need to copy that. I need to go back to Kajabi. I need to now paste it in here with the code, paste it, click on save, and now this should work. And I'll show you that it should work. So now you see what you see right here? Now I'm gonna refresh and it should be formatted the right way. And there is still this BR here, so I need to now go back and find that BR and find what that is because that's not what I want. So again, it's just like this is not something that I should have to worry about basically, is really the point, right? I think it's this piece, but I could be wrong. Now, imagine you having to do this muck around that I'm doing right now. This is just absolutely ridiculous, right? So let me just save it and let's refresh and see if I manage to remove this BR. I may or may not, I'm not even sure, but let's just see. Hopefully I did. Looks like I did it the right way. Now imagine you are a Kajabi customer, you're paying $149 a month or $199 a month, and you have to deal with stuff like that. That is just mind-boggling. So this is something that is a real issue that Kajabi has, and this is not an isolated instance. This happens in different times, different situations. I can go back and show you an email back at some point where Kajabi updated a theme that I was using, and it was the main theme. And what happens is that when I updated it, they said you need to recreate your website. And I said, are you out of your mind? Because you updated a theme, I need to recreate my website? Just like, this is insane. I'm not going to recreate my website. Are you telling that to like all your customers? Anyway, they did end up just migrating me over and sorting it out. And that was fine. Their support handled it. So that's great. You know, they have pretty decent support, but I shouldn't have to go through that particular headache. So this is just another little example on the upsell, downsells limitations that exist. Now, if you go to your Kajabi account at the time right now, you probably don't even have that feature available, period. But I do, and that's all good. Now, you'll notice on the upsell and downsells that there is actually no downsell. So what I mean by a downsell is if somebody, let's say I do this upsell for $199 and then I want to give somebody, or let's say this one, $500. This is the first upsell. And then I want to do a payment plan and I tell somebody, okay, you can't do $500 upfront? No problem. Do 160 or 190, 3 payments. I cannot do that with Kajabi. Whereas with Systeme, I can actually do that. And this feature is called a Downsell. Okay, so you can see it somewhere around here. Okay, so this is this one, Downsell. There you go. So you got Upsell and you got Downsell. So basically this one, it's like, okay, if you say no to this upsell, show this. If they say yes to this upsell, show this. Okay, and this is really easy to set up on Systeme, whereas with Kajabi, you don't even have that option. So this is another thing that to me is a very important piece with regards to how Kajabi versus Systeme. So Systeme is a way better solid funnel system versus Kajabi's, basically. Next, I wanted to show you an issue with Kajabi versus Systeme in regards to the builder/checkout page and the text formatting and the difference between them. So here is Kajabi, and I'm currently editing this particular offer, which is a $99 session with me personally. Now, I have this text right here, and I want to be able to change this text and make this bigger because this is a bit small. And also, I am not a huge fan of a bullet point with just a dot. I'd like to have different options. Now, here's the thing. I actually don't have that option with the Kajabi builder. I can only have those dots. So the only option is this one, bullet points, basically, and that's it. I can do numbers, but that's pretty much it. Now, there is no other options. Now, what I can do is I can hit Control, Command, and Space, and maybe do a bullet point and add something like that. But again, that's kind of a workaround. Basically, this is an emoji, okay? But I would like to have that option. Now, on the text, I cannot actually make it bigger. The only way I can make it bigger is by changing the format. Clicking on the format, going to heading, and changing it around. Now, if I want to make it, let's say, H1, and now, let's say I'm like, okay, great, so now that's that way, but there is 2 issues. Number 1, I can't automatically see what it looks like to see if I'm happy with it. So I have to click on Save. Now, once I click on Save, look at how long it takes me. And now I'm like, oh no, this is too big. I want to change it. So then I got to click on Format again, go to Heading, and click on Heading 3. Now I see it smaller here, but I don't see the actual change. So I have to click on Save and then wait for 2 seconds and then be like, okay, I'm not happy with it. Let's change it again. Now, in this case, what I don't like about it, I don't mind the size, but I don't want it to be bold. So what I need to do is I need to click on bold to make it not bold, right? You would think that. But if I click on bold, not bold, it changes nothing. It makes no difference. Why? Because the bold is locked in to the heading. So now let's just say that I don't want this to be bold. I just want it to be bigger. I can't do that. It's just not, they just don't give me that option. Now I can customize it by clicking on the source code. Now by doing the source code, I can change it. But if I don't know code, then it's going to be an issue. Now I think that if I delete this word strong and I delete this section like this strong, I think it will resolve it. Let's just see. Now again, I can't see the difference because I need to click on Save. So now I'm going to click on Save and let's see if it handles it. It didn't handle it. Okay, so what do? I actually don't know. I just don't have any options, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here and I'm just going to bring it back to being a paragraph. And now, again, I want to see what it looks like. I'm going to have to click on Save again to see what it looks like. And this is where the builder, it's just like frustrating, okay? Now let me show you a comparison of Systeme.io. So here is a builder and I want to change the bullet points. So here's the bullet points and I'm going to click here on the settings button. I'm going to click here on check. And let's say I don't like these checks. I want it to be something like fire, okay? So I can just search for the word fire and I can change it, and here it is immediately. And it changes in real time without me having to save anything. Now, I'm not happy with it. I want to do something else. So I'm going to do, let's say, a puppy, just for the sake of demonstration, or a dog, okay? So here I've got this one, okay? Let's do animal. Let's do something else. Animal, okay, light bulb. There you go. I'll do a light bulb, okay? And when I do a light bulb, let me just click on it. You see it changes in real time immediately. Now let's say I want to change the color. I can do that. I want to change it again. I can do that. You can see it edits in real time. Now let's just say I'm like, I want to make this light bulb a little bit bigger. Well, I can do that. I can go to icon size and I can make it bigger. And here it automatically makes it bigger. Now let's just say I'm like, okay, there's no spacing here. I need to make the spacing better. I can go to vertical spacing and do like this. So I can actually be in complete control of how it looks. And when I move it, it actually moves, right? Small, big, and all that stuff. I can also change the font if I want to do that. So let's say in this case, I want it to be Montserrat. Montserrat, and I want it to not be bold. I want it to be like this. Now it works perfectly fine. Now let's just say I want it to not be bold in this section. I can make it not bold. Now what if I do want to make it bold? I make it bold. So I've got all these options which Kajabi just doesn't let me do, okay? So this is an example of the value of why the builder I found to be so much better. Now let's just pretend for a moment that I want to upload a video. So I'm going to click on video right here. And I'm going to now click on the video. And I'm going to click on upload file and click on here. Now I can actually see all the past video that I've actually uploaded to Systeme as well. So they are all visible. Now I feel that they should do a much better job in terms of being able to label what video is what, because it's still difficult. But at least if I click on it, I can actually play the video to see what it says, right? To see if it's the relevant one. So it's not too bad, but still they could do a better job on that. Zenler is better that way. Now, also what happens with Kajabi is, let's say I'm on this page and I want to add a video and I want to pick an old video. There is no media library. There's nothing here. I have to click on choose file and basically upload a file again and wait for it to upload, however long that takes. So this is just to give you a bit of a comparison on the builder and the difference. Now I'm using here the checkout page in Kajabi to show you this example, but the same principle and the same issues exist in their builder as well. Okay, so that's about it. That's what I've got for you in this video. The thing is about Kajabi and Systeme and whatever tools out there, there is always changes. There's always evolutions of features, things improve, things like that. Systeme are doing regular announcements in their Facebook group with new updates. Zenler have done really good updates with their development as well. Kajabi has been really slow in my experience. They're just not really good from that perspective, in my opinion. Although I will give it to them, just recently they did finally release the Upsell, so that was a great little addition. And there was some other features just before that, which was really good. So there's definitely, things that are starting to move with Kajabi in terms of the development, which is really good. Their roadmap is also publicly available, so that's good. But that's kind of what I wanted to cover. There's other aspects like the affiliate program, which I didn't even get to touch really so much in this video, but it's a very important topic that I need to go over. But I need another month or so to be able to give you a much better and in-depth video about the affiliate program system and how it works, because I'm still testing things out and so on, and I don't want to give a premature evaluation before I've actually tested it. Okay, so there's different aspects that I definitely want to dive in deeper. If you want to hear more comparison videos like this, a little bit more insights, if you want to dive deeper on any of these tools, Systeme, Kajabi, Zenler, Podia, any of those, I am extremely familiar with those and happy to give additional feedback as well. So any links relevant to this video is going to be in the description. I am an affiliate for all these tools, both Kajabi and Systeme. I do urge you to test out both and see which one you like. And if you want to book a free consultation with me, I'm happy to discuss the options with you. I can tell you that last week, I had one person that I discouraged from using Systeme and told them to use Zenler. I also had another person that wanted to use Kajabi and I discouraged them from using Kajabi and said, go to Systeme. And there was another person that wanted to go with, didn't know which one to go and ended up recommending Kajabi. So I am very objective depending on who I'm talking to, what the use cases are, but I'm very open about, okay, here's the prices, here's the differences, here's the options and things like that. So if you want some personal advice, definitely just reach out to me or leave a comment. I'll definitely love to hear from you. And that's about it. I do definitely want you to, if you got questions, do ask me, because there's going to be more videos, more updates as things evolve. So that's about it. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate your time. Hopefully I gave you some value in this video. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, and I'll speak.